Yeah, we back. Now today's gonna be a different type of video, man. I'm gonna be talking to Six the Goddess, but I'm also gonna be responding to some of the brothers in my comment section, man. And we're gonna have a general discussion because I'm a little confused. So yesterday, I dropped a video entitled, take a look up on the screen, Is Six the Goddess returning to her African roots? And in that video, we discussed the fact that she appeared in this music video for Nigerian artists, and she tried to play it off like this is some new genre of music called FBA Afrobeats or some bullshit, you know. And in that video, man, I was just clowning and having a good time because it was like, I ain't taking it serious, bro.
Oba is a brother from back home, back in Florida, and he is kind of pioneering this new genre of music, which is like Orisha, FBA Afrobeats type of style. It's super dope.
Now, I came on the video clowning, cracking jokes, having a good time because, like I said, I didn't take it serious, bro. But some of y'all boys took offense to the fact that I didn't, you know, lay down fire and brimstone and lay down the judgment and condemnation upon her, bro. Like, this is what I gotta ask my brothers, man. Listen, y'all know in our cultures, bro. When I say our cultures, I'm talking about African cultures, Caribbean cultures, which we don't waste time going back and forth with women, bro. Our fathers don't even waste time going back and forth with our mothers. So what do we look like going back and forth with the bottom feeders of society, bro? The strippers and the prostitutes and the sex workers and the motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. You know in our culture, a stripper is the lowest of the low. And if men don't even waste time going back and forth with their own wives in our cultures, what you think I look like going back and forth with a goddamn stripper, bro? Come on, man. That's not even in our culture. That whole gender war shit, going back and forth, arguing with a chick, trying to hold her accountable, that's not even in our culture, bro. You know that. You know that. So why do you expect me to come up on here and try to... Bro, come on, man. You should have been laughing, cracking jokes with me. But anyways, apparently some of y'all boys wanted to hold Six the Goddess accountable. But I told y'all, we don't waste our time doing that. And I already told y'all in the previous videos that I dropped, take a look up on the screen. We had already discussed the fact that that entire FBA, pro-black, Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, New Black Media sector on YouTube, we already spoke about the fact that all of those spokespeople over there, all those ambassadors for that sector of YouTube, they're a bunch of low lives and bottom feeders, bro. A bunch of ex-prostitutes, people who are convicted in federal prison, people who are pimps and drug dealers and robbers and all that nonsense. So, and we already spoke on the fact that you'll never see any high-level intellectuals of black society congregating amongst these people. Because when you do the background check on these folks, it comes back dirty. Nobody would want to stand next to these people. Nobody with credibility. So that's why I don't take them seriously, bro. They're not a threat to nobody. Before they hopped on this pro-black train, they was in the streets. They was in criminality. They was in the strip club. They was selling drugs. They was pimping women. In our cultures, these people get no respect. They get no respect. The only place they can get respect is in the United States, and they know that. So it was smart for them to make a pivot because everybody knows if they tried to branch out internationally and their background check got exposed, they already know they would never be able to run this type of hustle internationally. The only place this would be accepted is in the United States. And I even mentioned that to a brother who commented on one of my other videos about her. He was like, bro, a stripper in Africa is the lowest of the low. And I even commented to the brother, I said, yo, that's why she pivoted to being focused on the United States, because this is the only country where a woman like her can get respect. And she already knows that. She knows that deep down. She knows a woman like her would get no respect outside of the borders of the United States. We look at strippers, prostitutes, and sex workers like the gum on the bottom of our shoe. And she knows that. And y'all should know that too, if y'all really from the cultures that y'all claim to be. But y'all want me to hold her accountable and take her seriously like she's someone to be respectable. Fuck out of here, bro. And if y'all been following my channel for a while, we already spoke about how when people who claim FBA, you already know they come from a certain walk of life, because you already know the high level people in black society, the intelligentsia, the people who are well connected and well respected. We already spoke about how Pan-Africanism is the future, man. Pan-Africanism is the way. We already spoke about how Ghana generated billions of dollars in tourism, and it was a long list of those from the diaspora that came in and contributed to the local economy. So you already know the people who actually mean something in black society, they don't subscribe to that bullshit. And I really don't want y'all brothers to really get emotional or get triggered when she says something that is derogatory about the African continent, when she talks about poverty or she talks about the electricity or whatever like that. Bro, you know where she comes from. You know her background. She always talks about that she didn't come up with a silver spoon. She had to go to the strip club because her parents didn't build shit for her. She always talks about, oh, go build your country, go back to your country. Meanwhile, your own parents didn't even build shit for you. That's why at a young age, you had to go down to the strip club. At 18, 17, you was pregnant in high school. So, bro, you gotta understand, why are you getting triggered by what she has to say? In our cultures, a woman like that would get no respect. She would have no airtime. She would have no microphone. Even the other women in the culture would tell her, yo, shut your mouth. You look stupid. You look crazy. Sit your ass down. So, bro, I don't know. Maybe y'all boys is Americanized. Maybe y'all boys been Americanized and y'all starting to take these chicks seriously and shit like that because you want to go back and forth and hold a stripper accountable. Bro, our fathers, our grandfathers wouldn't even look twice at a bitch like this, bro. Wouldn't even look twice. Wouldn't even waste any energy or time. You know, in my own language, you would say some shit like, viens vous êtes sale ça. Mon cher, man. Petit temps avec caca ça. I got d'autres ça. Chien sale ça. Mon cher, man. Yo, we wouldn't even waste no time with that bullshit, bro. Fuck out of here, man. That's why I said, a lot of y'all boys came into my comment section was like, Nefakari, bro, you didn't go hard enough. You didn't go hard enough. Bro, I'm not worried about this motherfucker. Man, listen, you must not know who I am, bro. You must not know who I am, bro. And what you got to understand, when they talk down on Africa, a lot of that is projection. I already spoke about the fact that the women in my family would never have to resort to the strip club because guess what? They father got them. Their brother got them. They would never need to do that. They can work for the family. I'll just give them money. They would never have to go shake their ass for a bunch of white men, Mexican men, a bunch of degenerate black men, a bunch of drunk dudes in the strip club. They would never have to do that because I got them. We got them. We provided for them. We make sure the women in my family have nothing to worry about. Her own father didn't even do that for her. So you got to understand, it's a certain type of person who's attracted to that FBA message, that xenophobic message, talking down on somebody else because they want to be able to look down on somebody, because their whole life they wasn't shit. Their whole life they've been at the bottom. So in their mind, this movement is something they can latch onto and feel empowered behind, because their whole life they never been important. Their whole life they never felt empowered. And her brother actually came into my comment section and dropped a video about her talking about the whole FBA movement and how she got involved in it and things like that. And I'm gonna play some clips from that too. And I might even put some comments on the screen that y'all left in my comment section and some of the comments that I seen on that video about trying to hold her accountable. Bro, stop wasting your time trying to hold these women accountable. But anyways, let me jump into some of these clips.
Understand the way psychology works. And when we talk about Africa, when we talk about the Caribbean islands, they love to show you like the urban areas, the developed areas. But the truth is, majority of that continent is not urban. Majority of the continent is not developed. Majority of the continent does not have 24-hour electricity. Majority of the continent does not have plumbing. Majority of the continent does not live in these big city urban areas. I understand how it can kind of mess with your brain if from a wee lad, everything you've been given for your basic survival has been given to you by somebody white. I understand what that does to your mind.
All right, we back. Now, the reason why I played that clip is because if you know her background, you know her life story, you know she even admitted she didn't come from shit. She didn't come from no family that had anything going on. Sister Goddis always says she never grew up with a silver spoon. She had to go out in the street and go get it at an early age, was pregnant in high school, had to go in the strip club. Her parents didn't build shit for her. What's the difference between Sister Goddis and the African woman selling ass to the tourists? What's the difference between Sister Goddis and the Haitian woman or the Dominican woman selling ass on the beach? There is no difference. One woman has access to Western civilization and the other one doesn't, but they come from the same walk of life. And I love the part where she tried to throw shade and say everything you get comes from white people, when we already discussed yesterday in the video that I dropped entitled "Are Black Immigrants Trying to Replace the FBA?" We already spoke about how there's a severe lack of black businesses, black corporations, black enterprises in the United States. And that is why when immigrants come to America, they either got to go work for the big white company or start their own company. Because in the United States, there is no black economy. There is no vertically integrated black corporations that you can plug into. So you got to start your own shit or go work for the white man. That's your only two options. Because due to the severe shortage of black businesses, black corporations, black owned enterprises, I spoke about that in my video yesterday. Just to get your basic needs met, you got to go shop with the white folks. To get toilet paper, you got to go to the white folks. To get soap to wash your ass, you got to go to the white folks. To get clothes, you got to go to the white folks' department store. When you pay your electric bill and your water bill, you paying the white folks. To get a cell phone, a laptop, a tablet, you got to go to the white folks. That's why I say a lot of this stuff is just projection, and a lot of people in this movement are just looking for somebody to look down upon, because in their whole life, throughout their whole life, they never been shit. They never been shit. Tariq Nasheed had to drop out in the 8th grade. His parents never gave a fuck about him. Tariq had to hit the streets and put women on the streets and force them to sell their body in order to make some money, because his parents didn't give a fuck about him. They didn't build shit for him. They didn't have shit set up for him. He had to do it on his own. He had to get it out the streets. And Sister Goddis is the same exact thing. They have the same exact life story. Two different people whose parents didn't give a fuck about them, didn't build shit for them, and forced them to get it out the streets on their own. And because they carrying that trauma, that resentment, because they carrying all that negative energy, all that baggage, because say whatever you want, when you have to hit the streets, bro, that comes with a lot of trauma and baggage. Who knows what the fuck she been through throughout her life? Who knows what Tariq been through throughout his life? Who knows the shit that Tariq seen that shaped him into the man that he is today? I mentioned it in a lot of my videos. A lot of these people should not have a microphone. They should not have a public platform. They need to be sitting on a therapist's couch and working out whatever bullshit they got going on personally and internally. If you notice, well-adjusted individuals, they're not attracted to this message. People who don't come from all these fucked up backgrounds, they're not attracted to this message. They traveling internationally. They're embracing different cultures. They showing love around the world. They spending money around the world. They're connecting and building networks around the world because they know the world is bigger than the borders of the United States. And they know the world is large and it's plenty money to get. That's why you got successful black men like Steve Harvey, Idris Elba, going back to the African continent, showing love around the world, showing us, bro, come through. Let's circulate our dollars. Let's do it together. And you got bottom feeders like Sister Goddis and Tariq Nasheed telling you the opposite message. Who you gonna listen to? Who you gonna take serious? The bottom feeders of society or the movers and shakers of society? You tell me. That's why in my video yesterday, I didn't fly off the handle. I didn't go in, bro, because it's a woman, bro. It ain't even that serious, man. It ain't even that serious. Like I said, nothing that she's saying is an original thought. And if you think about it, nothing that she ever said was an original thought. Even when she was a so-called Pan-Africanist. Even back then, she was simply regurgitating something that she heard from somebody else. She never came with an original thought. She never had an original thought. Even with this FBA shit right now, she's simply regurgitating shit that she heard from somebody else. Like I told you, she's the ventriloquist dummy. She's simply a disciple of Tariq Nasheed. I told you in that video yesterday, anybody who says the word tether, anybody who, like even the jokes that she cracks, it's simply a regurgitation of what Tariq already said. So bro, we're not dealing with somebody who produces original thoughts. You see on my channel, these are my original thoughts. I'm not sitting back watching somebody else and taking notes and coming on YouTube and trying to regurgitate the same shit. These are my original thoughts. The majority of these folks don't got an original thought inside their goddamn head. Six the Goddis been following the wave, been following trends since way back in the day, bro. And I told you, come back in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years on the next trend, she gonna be on that. She gonna be on that. So what do I look like getting emotional about somebody who doesn't have a single original thought inside their goddamn head, who been following trends ever since they popped up on the scene, and like I said, comes from a background of trauma and poverty and hardship, and she really needs to get therapy instead of trying to latch onto these movements to feel empowered and feel a part of something. Now, y'all boys really wanted to hold her accountable, and let me look at some of these comments that y'all left, man. Let me see this, man. This brother right here came into the comment section, Jason Tutorials. He said this: she's been deleting comments that criticize her flip-flopping, but I kept the screenshots. One brother even said, it's not an FBA song. Didn't you insult us and told us to go back to our country? How will your FBA folks feel about this? However, you did an awesome job. But she also deleted that comment. And this brother on the bottom said, I don't respect this, bro. It's like a racist white woman that fetishizes black men and black culture. She's no different. This next comment, somebody said this under the video. Beautiful video, but wait, is this on code with FBA? Just the other day, we were clowning for eating fufu and oxtails, and now this? And she said, it's music. My brother-in-law hired me to do this for his song. The way y'all equate wanting respect for your lineage with being unable to enjoy music and food is so emotional and childish. Enjoy the video and go away. I don't have time for the games y'all play. And the reason why I wanted to highlight those comments was I wanted y'all to know, bro, it's a waste of time trying to hold these women accountable, bro. And that's why our fathers, our grandfathers, they already know. You don't waste your time trying to hold these women accountable, bro. You just lay down the consequences if possible. But in the United States, like I told you, the black man does not control the United States. This is not your society. The white boy controls this society. This is his territory to govern. He controls the Constitution, the laws, the justice system. He holds people accountable. The black man cannot hold nobody accountable in this society. And that goes for black men of all backgrounds. Native black men, immigrant black men. Listen, we don't run shit here. So I told y'all, don't waste time trying to hold women accountable. You see, in our countries back home, we can hold women accountable because that's home turf. When we're on our own territory, then we can hold women accountable. But in the United States, ain't nobody holding nobody accountable if you're not a white man. The white man has the ultimate authority to hold people accountable. He can lay down the death penalty in the United States. The black man can't hold nobody accountable. So why the hell you want me to waste my time holding people accountable? Especially the bottom feeders of society. The strippers and the drug dealers and the pimps and the prostitutes. Man, get out of here with that, bro. And I told y'all in different videos, women do not operate on the same code as men. So you're trying to hold her to a standard of integrity and honor. And the only thing she's gonna say to you is, you're childish, you're emotional, go away. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with your childish games. You see what I'm saying? So it was a waste of time, bro. It was a waste of time. Like, that's why in that video yesterday, I was just clowning, bro, having a good time, man. Because I don't take that woman serious, man. I don't take that woman serious. She don't got a single original thought coming out of her goddamn head. Everything coming out of her mouth is the intellectual property of another man. And that goes for when she was Pan-African years back and when she's FBA right now. She's simply following the trend, following what other people are doing. She isn't a trailblazer. She isn't a pioneer. So for me to hold her accountable when she's simply carrying the banner that somebody else created, it would make no sense. I gotta attack the person who created the banner. Like Tariq Nasheed, he created the banner. Like Jason Black, he upholds the banner. She's just following the trend. She's following she's following the wave. She's not a leader. She ain't a general. She ain't even a lieutenant. But in summary, what I'm trying to say is this. I don't want y'all boys to get triggered, you know, when the FBA crowd be saying all type of disrespectful shit. A lot of these people, they really need to sit on a therapist's couch. A lot of these people are projecting their own insecurities, right? When she talks about poverty in Africa, she's projecting the fact that she comes from poverty herself in America. That's why she had to be a motherfucking stripper. When she says Africans and Caribbeans depend on white people for their every need, number one, that's not even accurate, because when you go to a black country, everything that you get is provided by other black people. You're forced to spend money with other black people because they're the ones selling everything that you need. So no, that statement right there already shows me that she never traveled outside of the borders of the United States, because buying black outside the country, that's the standard way. That's the way of life. We don't have to talk about buying black, supporting black businesses outside of the United States, because that's just what you do. You go to a black country, you're going to naturally support black businesses because black people are the ones selling everything. It's not like the United States where everything that you get is coming from a white business, a white owned business. The electricity, the heating, the cooling, the toilet paper, the milk, the water, the juice. Everything coming from a white-owned business. It's not like it's not like back home, bro. Back home, we supporting black, we buying black every single day without even trying. But like I said, when you're trying to debate and go back and forth with bottom feeders who never left their country, who had to strip because their parents didn't build shit for them, they don't know shit about history, they just regurgitating shit they heard from Tariq Nasheed, why are you expecting intellectual discussion to be had? That's why I said I'm not wasting my time with these bottom feeders, bro. I'm not wasting my time because high-level people in black society, they don't subscribe to this ideology. It's the craziest thing. All the most successful, the most prominent, the most elite people in black society, they telling us connect internationally. And all the bottom feeders, the former drug dealers, the former robbers, the former pimps, the former prostitutes, they talking down on Africa. So, bro, why you worried? Why you stressing? Why you mad, bro? Don't waste time with this shit, bro. Come on, man. Listen, bro. Listen. Ask yourself, what would your grandfather do? That's what I asked myself. What would your grandfather do? What would your father do? They wouldn't take these women serious. And if our fathers and grandfathers wouldn't take these women serious, what you look like taking these women serious, bro? Come on, man. Anyways, it's your boy Neferkari Da Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App in the description. And I'm gone. Peace.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in that ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Pay for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage, I got business. This shit is an art, and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you ain't caught. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so at least. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands, cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smacked in their faces.